What is up, everybody? This is Edward back with another video, another episode of Everybody Hates Black Men. I'm your host, Edward Anderson. If y'all wondering why my mic seems a little bit more crisp than usual, it's because I have my Yeti. I'm actually working on recording. Um, I'm actually working on recording a video, that Emi Adoka video, and some other videos, and I'm gonna take some time out of my day tonight in order to comment on something. So right now you have Ameera talking, and like I said, women break bad, and it is what it is. But you have Ameera from the Lapeef Network, and I'm assuming it's the Lapeef Network because it's on the Lapeef's channel at 90,000 subscribers. And this is, I guess, one of the first videos, at least that I'm seeing, with Anton no longer there. I do see the comments saying Anton is no longer affiliated with the Lapeef Network. And so if this means this is JR running the show, and I guess this is what JR woke up and I guess he chose violence. I remember the only time I've ever heard JR talk is when he said the quote unquote Lapeef network is going to be a multi-racial network, as well as it's not affiliated with the Black Manosphere. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is, folks, people comment on the Lapeef network. It's part of the marketing and promotion, but people have always traditionally held back on really going in on them. My thing is this. Oh, I've seen some of the comments that she had, and I'm going to actually address some of them because it's cowardice. It's absolutely cowardice. You're not going to hide behind femininity. It is cowardice to have an opinion about men, and quite frankly, it's really not your place. And then you're going to turn around and then lock the subscriber comment. Now, the video came in as soon as it started with subscribership. So what does this tell us? This tells us, A, you're not trying to quote unquote let's talk. B, you're trying to you're using a Black man's platform. And let me be very clear here. She's being allowed to use a Black man's platform to bash Black men. So I put all this on JR. And 3, you know what you're saying is crap because you don't even want to hear anybody even go against it in the chat. Now it remains to be seen if I know Marty might go up there. It remains to be seen, which will be interesting if she does take calls, because Marty was thinking about going up there because they thought it was going to be a regular thing because they already start out with the liar thing. But let me address a couple of things since I'm taking the time to do this. Make sure y'all support. Yeah, I hope Marty goes up there. Let's start off here. First of all, Austin Hollerman has basically said he's not a passport bro, even though he still uses the passport bro hashtags and stuff. So that is what that is. But you use Austin Hollerman, who's a 23-year-old, as your thumbnail, fine. It's YouTube. YouTube is YouTubing. But my thing is, you want to talk. The main argument, the crux of the argument that she's making is the passport thing has been around for 2 years. No, it has not. The passport bro hashtag was created by a guy by the name of King Sigma. Shout out to King Sigma. He is and was and is. He's just doing his own thing right now. Offline, is in the Black Manosphere. However, you can go all the way back to years before that with folks such as Marcus A. Brown, who is, by the way, I guess he's engaged. Shout out to Marcus, not overseas, but with somebody here, and I'll leave it at that. And you had folks like Charles Tyler and Al Grease, as in the Frustrated documentary that goes all the way back to 2012. Some of this stuff on the internet go back to 2012 and earlier. In fact, the groups actually start earlier than 2010. Yes, Facebook got started in 2008. It's since the beginning of Facebook. And not to mention how long Black men have been traveling, but we're just talking about what the internet is. So first of all, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't. You're speaking about stuff. Let's let alone the fact you're Lebanese. You're not Black. You don't date Black men, from understand. You're married to, I believe, another Lebanese man. I don't think you have a history of dating Black men. Yet you decide you want to comment on it. And then now see, she won't sit here and talk about Black women traveling and what they be doing, because obviously that's going to mess up their channel. But she'll say, well, our passport bros liars. Well, the liar in and it's the crux of what I wanted to say. She's speaking as if black men have said black men travel because we're looking for wives. Are there some dudes that do that? Yes. But black men don't just travel because, and that black men have never said that. Austin Hollerman has never, ever, 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 you can show me the video to show I'm lying, but Austin has never said that he's traveling to look for a wife. His channel is predicated on dating overseas because it's that bad. So you can't say Austin said it. You can't say he said that. Even the dudes that are older, that traditionally are the guys that travel, that really people want to base the passport bro thing around. These are guys that have been married, had kids. A lot of them have done their time. So it only becomes a problem when it's dudes that's not doing that, because dudes are finally starting to get the message that the juice is not worth the squeeze. Although back in the day, there was a little bit more incentives to do it that way than it is now. Now it's obvious. So the thing is, you're making up the idea. You see where this marriage crap comes from is black women have said it ain't like you looking for wives. All y'all doing is having sex with them chicks. As if we don't got a Freaknik thing coming out, documentary on what women are doing in the United States. As if black women have not followed in behind Caucasian women that really mapped out a lot of these places in the Caribbean, in Africa, and getting their bad stroked. So it's this argument that you don't want to raise my bastard children, so we're going to say you're a predator. When in actuality, we have like literal videotape of some of the stuff that's coming right out of black women's mouths. But my point is, why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because Ameera is not an idiot. She knows what she's saying. And in my opinion, she's being told to say that. Remember, I told you, the Lapeef network is the baby mama sphere. So what you're going to find is that they're going to say whatever they need to say in order to keep the type of women that listens to Six the Goddess, Real Talk with Yanni, B. Taylor. They are going to do whatever they need to do. They're going to try to thread the needle like they're being objective, but they're going to start doing what they need to do in order to get those women on board. That is what you're seeing is the perfect example of that. They are not purple pill. That is some blue pill stuff right there. But the reality is black men have never, you have some black men, but most black men are not out here talking about our main objective is to look for a wife. Well, you're not going to the countries that are amenable to looking for a wife. First of all, a lot of the dudes go to countries they're amenable that like black men. And sorry, Lebanon isn't one of them. Lebanon is not one of the countries where you're gonna have women dating black men. You know why? Because you all are gonna get a scarlet letter doing that. And so this thing about, and people will say, well, why am I addressing this and not addressing that? I address the stuff that comes on my desk and stuff that I want to address. I know MOT, is out here talking about I need to pull up to his stuff. Well, MOT has 30,000 subscribers. I have 6,200. So I don't understand why MOT always has to make it like I run this space. Since Edward and MOT wants to be the leader, I don't want to be a leader of Black Manosphere. You can have it. End of conversation. I just do what I do, and there's some people that actually agree with me. That's all I do. I have never campaigned to be the leader of Black Manosphere. I will never want to be the leader of Black Manosphere because I'm not going to go through what Kevin did, taking all them arrows. Not for you niggas. I'm not doing that. I'm telling you that right now. So anybody that has any delusion that I'm trying to be a leader of the Black Manosphere, allow me to correct the record straight. I'm the leader of myself. Now, if there's some people that happen to agree with some stuff that I'm talking about, cool, and I appreciate them. But at the end of the day, I'm a leader of myself, and I say what I say because it's what I want to say. I don't need the Black Manosphere for me to say the stuff that I need to say. It just so happened we agree on what we agree on. But my thing is this: Black men have never sold the idea that Passport Bros was not created in order to say the only objective is, dudes want to find a wife overseas. There are dudes that if they grow into that, then sure, their objectives will change. But that's never been what the objective was sold on. You have some dudes that, yeah, they were looking for wives because that's where they were in their life. But the idea that you got dudes in their 20s that are basically living their best life, and then they're saying, oh, we want to look for a life. We're leaving because we can't find a wife. No, it's not even about finding a wife. You can't find a chick that ain't got a kid. You can't find a chick that ain't got a body count. You can't find a chick that think that you supposed to give them the world for something as rudimentary as some badge. And the reality is, it's a quality of life thing. Dudes don't just travel for women. Dudes travel because they want to see the world. See, it's funny how, Americans travel the least of most other countries. Even though there's only 2 passports stronger than ours. I think the Germans are stronger than ours. There's one other I can't mention. Traditionally in this country, people don't travel. And that includes Caucasians like that, because we have a very diversified country. But it's not just black people traveling. Non-black people are traveling. So I got a question. The thing is about Ameera. Ameera strikes me as this type of chick that she has an infatuation with black people for some reason. I don't know why that is, but she does. But she's around non-black people. She strikes me as the chick that's going to be around non-black people talking about black people a lot. But unlike those folks, she's one of the bunch that has like an extraordinary infatuation with black people. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know why that is. I'd definitely be interested to ask her, because if you don't date black men, if you're not married to a black man, I don't understand why you're in these conversations. Like Anton was who you knew, and you all had a connection of y'all both being conservatives. Anton's not a part of Lapeef Network anymore. So what is it? Because I doubt JR is that conservative, so there's that. But on top of that, you won't hear her talk about Caucasians traveling and whatever they're doing, because that's, at that point, it won't be her place. But when it comes to black men, she feels very free to speak on black men. Now, people will say, well, Edward, Pearl was speaking on general relationships. But to the extent that black people are around, there's a difference between being an asset and a liability, but it's not like people promoted her. Understand that it's not like we had Pearl on our stuff and we promoted that. Obsidian interviewed her. You have a Lebanese woman on a network that has 90,000 subscribers, by the way, so not insignificant, that a black man runs, that is bashing black men and not even telling the real truth about it. Well, Passport Bro said that they want a marriage and a carriage and a white picket fence, but they seem to be going to all the countries that are loose. First of all, I have a lot of respect for the Lebanese. Shout out to Marcus Lemonis, A Camping World. Guy who created Apple was half Lebanese, or partially, or pretty much Lebanese. That being said, and I'm not going to make this like ethnic, but that being said, for you to sit here and then act like Lebanese are generally more liberal, to the extent that we're going to use the term, than other Middle Eastern countries. You all are not in the most conservative of them. Let's be very, very clear about that. You all are generally more, if you look at it from the Middle East standpoint, and just that, not traditional Western shit stuff, but just the Middle East, Lebanese folks tend to be a little bit more in center left, not right, like some of the other countries. Their women are allowed to do a little bit more, although it is still within a certain range. That being said, if you're not going to have the conversation to where people can actually ask you questions, don't have it. Like, to the fact of the matter that, and as of when I saw it, and I was about 3, 5, 10 minutes in, that you have your subscribe only on there for what? And then my thing is, I see, like, why are some of y'all in there or over there? What? Because she's something nice to look at. She's married. This is that YouTube. This is, I wanted to do this because this is the perfect example of what dirty macking is. And then understand something. She is literally, I'm not, see, folks don't like when you get real specific. When you got the eye to see them, like really see them, not just, oh, I'm white. No, you're not. You're Lebanese. You're not even Middle East. You're Middle Eastern, but you're not Arab. You're Middle East. I see you. Like, they don't like that. They get uncomfortable with that. They get real uncomfortable with that. Because then it's like, okay, what do you know? And I'm not an expert on Lebanon people. I'm not gonna act like that. But if you understand where that country is at, they're in a really interesting situation as far as geographically. They have to be on point. And my point is, you got a lot of other stuff to be worrying about than these little American infatuations that you have, like straight like that. And ultimately, the fact that we're not even gonna, this is not gonna be a general argument where people can kind of have a conversation about the fact, or even in the chat, you got the subscription lot. Like that is what I don't respect. I don't respect that at all. If you're gonna have the conversation, have it, but don't have it and then turn around and then you're just using this to basically throw somebody under the bus, and then you don't even know what you're talking about when you're doing it. By the way, shout out to Passport OG. He is starting to get some momentum on the Passport Bro side, so I'll be sharing his channel in the community tab, so make sure y'all check him out. And this session is sponsored by Dar. Appreciate Dar, much appreciated, man. Absolutely, especially you did that. It's like literally 2 minutes in the fourth quarter, so this will count for this month. So much appreciated with that late night 3-point shot. Shout out to the Golden State Warriors. That is going to be a very interesting series.
City boy! City boy!
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Oh, sweet daddy!
Boy, if you don't stop! Come!
He cold.
Help! The parties!
It's the eve.
Yeah, so I got a couple of uploads. I got the Ime Udoka upload coming out tomorrow. I'm actually about to finish that up. I got a couple of stepdaddy advocacy videos, because I'm gonna split that up in like 3. So well, my thing is, she can say what she wants to say, but don't be a coward. Don't be a coward. That's my argument. Like, let people come up there. Oh, you said my video's loud as fuck? Okay, my bad. Yeah, y'all be all right. Just turn your volume down. But it's clear as F2 though. It's clear as F2, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't usually have my Yeti mic on. So I told y'all I got some mics. I just get lazy about it. I usually have my headset on, but I already had it up, so I wanted to kind of test it. So always test it. But that's my thing. And from what I'm to understand, Coach K is married to a black dude, so it's different. But I would love to have this conversation. I mean, if you want to have it, let's have it. Well, the Passport Bros, you all said that you are looking for wives. Who said that? Who said that? The dude in the thumbnail has never said that. Austin Hollerman has never said. If anything, he said, he's open to having a girlfriend, but Austin Hollerman has never said that he's looking for a wife. Austin Hollerman is 23 years old. Anybody in the black manosphere, even Jason Black, will tell you not to think about marriage until you're 40. And most of the black manosphere say if you're in your 20s, you shouldn't be thinking about marriage. Be in a financial position, but not think about it. Yeah, that's what y'all say. I don't know these non-black people like that, dude. Contrary to popular belief, I don't know. I don't be watching these non-black folks. Not in this argument. Well, that's what Mel said. Shout out to Mel. New York Mel from on our panels. He seemed to know. My lives don't come up because I title my stuff like trash. I title my stuff like trash. I don't meta tag any of my stuff. I don't go back and do it. That is changing. Like, I've been doing that and getting better about that. What I would say for you is click on the links in the description of my video uploads, the shorter videos, and then look in the description, Discord. My stuff is always being shared in real time. I'm going to do it better on the email list, but definitely in the Discord, my stuff is always being shared. And Telegram, my stuff is being shared on my Telegram broadcast. So that way you'll get, but that's not you. I'm not going to blame YouTube for that. That's me. I be literally titling myself ... I would also recommend you click on the bell, and that'll more likely tell you when I'm going live too. No, it is. And what she's working for, like, I don't know. Like, in my opinion, do I think those are her thoughts? But the way she's going about it, I think that's something she's being told to say just to stir some stuff up. Okay, Marty's up there, cool. But I wanted to make that very clear. So yeah, because the argument is, dudes, nobody out here has ever really said that the purpose of Passport Bros was to get white. Like this idea. Well, let's see what Marty's got to say, because it ain't like it's on Marty's channel. Let's see what Marty's got to say. So I'm gonna do, y'all go get it. And this is sponsored by Dardar. Make sure y'all keep it, because I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this up. I'm not trying to super chat, hustle y'all, but I am in the middle of working on some stuff. But let's see what Marty gonna do up there. And Marty, to be clear, Marty is not a passport bro. Marty is a jobless gentleman. He is somebody that travels, but he doesn't officially claim the moniker. But Passport Bros is not this group or organization. It's just a hashtag that dudes can kind of network with other dudes with. That's all it is. People try to make it out something. That was what King Sigma meant to be. And trust me, I'm gonna email Sigma. I haven't gotten back to him, but I will be, once I get more of my videos up, I'm going to be having an interview with him about what his mindset, because he was the original one that created it. Like, it was kind of one of those things that he forgot that, you ever thought of. So let's see.
Especially these passport diggers in the whole wide world. Years.
I'm gonna let Marty come up there real quick, but we're going to play this at 1.5 playback speed. And I normally don't do this, but we're going to do this. I haven't cursed yet. So let's go. Let's see what she got to say.
Going to go to.
But this is literally on the Lapeef network. So I'm like, this is what y'all doing. And what makes it so bad is it's like we get the blame. Like, we got all these subscribers that we're providing safe havens for non-Black people. But we get the blame for this. Where's the outrage? That's all I'm saying.
Middle East, go find, go do it. Take your shot there. Do something.
Dude, Middle East, like, stop it. Are you serious? Like, are you serious? Middle Eastern women, like, Middle Eastern folks are not trying to date Black folks. I dare any of you all try to tell me I'm lying. And that includes anybody from the Middle East, whether it's Arab, Lebanese. Technically, they say the the Kim Kardashians, they say I forget what ethnic group they're in, because they say they're white. They're not, but they're white. Middle East is the last place Black people need to be going to date. Straight like that. You go there to work. You go there to work with them for money. Oh, well, Arab men have sex with Black women, and that don't mean nothing. That's a one-way street. Let's stop that. So the fact that she's even suggesting that, and she knows that, by the way.
But I mean, honestly, it's just disappointing. It's disappointing to see. What are you guys saying in the chat?
Nobody cares about your disappointment. Like, my question is, you like, anyway.
I was just speaking, and I look at the chat, and you guys are nutcases in the chat.
I saw the chat. Dudes are not nutcases in the chat. Dudes are not nutcases in the chat because, first of all, it was just subscriber only. I saw the chat. Stop that.
I love it. Okay, but no, okay, but still, what I'm saying is that what I see, and I'm not talking about sexuality, guys. I see what you guys are saying in the chat. I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna say anything about that area because I wouldn't know. But one thing I do know is Brazil. I know Brazil. I know Vietnam. I know the Philippines. These places are not, they're not places where you find the most chaste, obedient women. And
okay, so first of all, you're low-key pissing on other races. You're pissing. This is what I don't like about this. Brazil has 200 million people. Okay. Way more than Lebanon. And yeah, I'm going there because when I say stuff like, Lebanon has sit at 5.5 million population. So let's say 7 if you're going to count the diaspora of Lebanese around the world. 5.593 million people. The black community minus 9 those folks is like 38. I want you to really understand that. California is 40 million. I'm going to get to Marty stuff, but I want to have some fun. New York City has 8 million. Los Angeles, the population of Los Angeles, and it's just the city, not everywhere else. And Chicago has more people than Lebanon. I want you to understand that, like what she's talking about. What's the population of Vietnam? The population of Vietnam is 97 million people. What's the population? So obviously cut it in half if you talk about the women. The population of Thailand is 71 million people. I want you, this is over 10 times and almost 20 times her population of her people. And Lebanon is separated with a couple ethnic groups. Like I want you to really understand that. What she's like, how she's just blanketing stuff, talking about who's chasing that. Also, Brazil is a Catholic culture. It's class. You might as well say all Latin women are hoes. You might as well say that. You be pretty much right in the same wheelhouse if you're going to say Brazil. Like, I want you to understand it. F what she's saying about black men. I want you to really understand how she views stuff, whether they're black. Now, keep in mind, these are not black people she's talking about, at least in her mind. This is what she's talking about with other groups that are not black, even though we know the makeup of Brazil. The reason why black men go to Brazil is because black men want something that's ethnically similar to them. That is the main driver. Shout out to Black Mind. Black Mind is, y'all need to subscribe to him because he's pretty much our Muslim expert, our Muslim subject matter expert. Which, hey, yo, look, if y'all want to hear Marty cooking, don't sack or starve. Don't stay over here in loyalty to me. You can always come back. Go, all y'all go. I'm doing what I'm doing for me. All y'all go over there. Don't super chat the Lapeef Network. So if you're gonna super chat, obviously super chat me. And or at least go over there and subscribe to Marty. But if y'all want to see Marty, go see him. I'm the one that told Marty to go up there. F me, go over there. Don't feel like you got to be loyal to me. You'll catch this later. If you know, it's cool. Go get that cook session. It's Sunday night. Go into your week on right. Appreciate that, Stacker Star. And that means I say that for all of y'all. Y'all ain't got to listen to me. Go over there and hear the cook live. I'm about to cover it, but y'all know how I cut stuff up. I'm sure Marty are doing Marty's moments. And my thing about it is, it's like you're like, and then when you talk about the Vietnamese people, these are people that looked at the United States and did not blink, whether it's the North Viet Cong or whatever. And they have done a lot to try to get their country back together. When it comes to these are people that looked at the French and didn't blink, then looked at the United States and didn't blink. And so from a global, I'm saying this from a global standpoint. And so for you to say, and you would think her being Lebanese, with their country is always under threat because it's surrounded by Syria and how it's landlocked, that they got to be on point. You would think she would have a better sense of respect for stuff like that. This is sounding real ditzy. And so she's sitting there and saying, all y'all dealing with is loose women. It's like, dude, like understand the way America views sex is different, but even the way the Middle East views sex is very different than everywhere else in the world. Everybody views sex the same way. Stop it.
And a lot of people think, especially these passport bros, they believe, I go there, these women are so kind and submissive to me. Yeah, because they want your money. You don't know that.
Yes, women want your money in the United States. So let's think about this. So I want you to think about this. You take a woman out on a date. a date that is in New York, at least you dropping 150, if not 250, if you going anywhere decent when you count everything. But in North Carolina, you dropping at least like 75. If you assuming she getting liquor, at least. And we're not even counting all the other stuff. You're basically going there for a job interview. Well, that means you ain't that dude. Well, if you that dude, you're not going on a date. That dude, you're just Netflix and chilling. That's what that dudes get. So the fact that you're going on a date, it's kind of like you don't go to a job. If they're going to offer you a role, you don't audition, right? Certain people don't audition for roles because it's, or they don't, or when you're offered a part, you don't go to the interview unless you have to have the interview because of certain reasons, right? Like if you're in the NFL, you have to have the interview because of the Rooney Rule and stuff like that. Otherwise, we know why that's necessary. But my thing is you don't have any black brothers. You don't care. This isn't like you're talking to like your Lebanese siblings or something like that. And the reality is, if you look at what black men are spending $500 to be disrespected, $500 for a chick to be on her phone, $500 to get a doggy bag. Like, are you serious? So even if dudes are going out there and the women only want their money, well, hell, it may the best chick win. Who's gonna grab it? But that's if I'm willing to even give you that argument. Which the truth is, have you actually talked to black men that are married to non-black women? Shout out to Christian Hutchinson, even though that's in the United States. Shout out to Art New Style. I don't believe Beautiful Lies is married, but shout out to Beautiful Married. This would be a great interview. They got the same similar, they got a similar subscriber count. You really want to know? I don't think he claims passport, but he's a guy that travels. Like, there's people you can ask if you really want to know. Heck, if you don't want to be a coward, why don't you talk to Austin himself? If Austin talked to Fatty, I'm sure he'll talk to you. It'd be a great show. But you're giving your little opinions, and this is not on your channel, which her channel has like 50-something subs. And my thing is, you wouldn't have this energy. I want somebody to show her talking to white dudes like this. They want their whiteness. They want their money too. And if not their money, their whiteness. But that's different, right?
Asian women, oh my God. Asian women are the most biggest gold diggers you'll ever meet.
Asian women are the biggest gold diggers you'll ever meet. You heard that from Ameera. But here's the thing about gold diggers. There's gold diggers that believe they should get free trinkets for being sugar daddies. And then there's women that actually offer some exchange for the gold. At this point, black men ain't getting no exchange for nothing. And the reality is, I'm not saying the only option you have is to travel. That is not what I'm saying. I'm not really an expat guy. I'm not a guy that I plan on living overseas. So, but what I do think is sometimes, you know how when we watch these movies and you talk about the hero's journey, one of the things about what is common, you know what's common about the hero? Yeah, we bring in some movie stuff in it. You know what's common about the hero's journey? It's that it's never in a place that they're from. Or their starting point, the journey is always somewhere else, somewhere out there. And sometimes for a lot of brothers, I'm not even talking about women, outside the women, you sometimes to find yourself, this is what the military tries to sell you. The few, the proud, go somewhere, be somebody, come back. This is what they try to sell. You don't need to go in the military to have that. Now, if you ain't got a lot of other options, the military can be a great option. Yeah, Kim is Armenian. Armenians are more considered white, even though they kind of in the middle. Shout out to James Wingate. Yeah, catch the replay, dude. Don't shout out to Jason Hales with the $2. Jason Hales with the $20. Much appreciated. Always a pleasure to listen to your perspective. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. You get a my nigga, man. And I'm like, for real. I mean, you want to have the conversation, we can have the conversation. We don't have, I'm not really being disrespectful. You want to talk about she's disappointed. It's like, yo, because I promise you start talking about her people, and I not even in a negative way, but like the comparisons I just made, she'll get real uncomfortable.
Women are. People always thought white women were, but no. The ones that are quiet are the ones that are the worst. These Asian women are the worst gold diggers in the whole wide world.
Middle Eastern women are the quietest. Like, are you serious? Asians have the largest population. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And white women and yeah, I challenge that idea that Asian women are more gold diggers than white women. I challenge that idea. Because there's certain things that can happen to other women that the whole world comes down if it happens. I'm not even alluding to something nefarious, but white women get away with a heck of a lot more. White women get away with I challenge that idea. That's all I'm gonna say. As a group, if you really want to have a group to group comparison, I challenge that idea. I mean, go look at Europeans, rate of paternity fraud. I challenge that idea. But hey, she said it.
And you
think I want to be clear. She's not talking about black people here. That's what I told you when I first started talking to y'all about her. Like, not like that, but like when the Courtney situation popped up, she has these views. And it's like she's interested in other cultures and other people, but she has these views that I don't know is predicated on her background. But generally Lebanese are supposed to be a little bit more open-minded than the typical Arabs or Middle Eastern folks. Generally.
That they're going to let anything stop them from getting your money. They won't. They'll be as kind and as submissive and as, oh, honey, we love you a long time. They will do that for you. Because.
Well, that's better than the gynocracy. That sounds way better than the gynocracy. But you wouldn't know that because you come out of a patriarchy that ain't playing with you. You come out of, you're going to be assigned a man. So yeah, you wouldn't understand the difference. I believe she is married.
They want what you have. They want you to give them that dream, that American dream. Because Asian women love nothing more than to brag and show off in front of their Asian other friends, the Asian girls. So they can say, oh, I'm the best.
Sounds like she didn't watch Crazy Rich Asians too many times.
They love nothing more than that.
And by the way, black men are not going to Asia like that. Like, so it's this argument, like, yeah, that's why Zoom to Thailand is novel. I mean, Austin would have still been in Brazil if that situation wouldn't have happened. Shout out to Black Filipino. And by the way, some of the richest black men have had Asian wives. So again, you really want to jump on this because these Asians do talk back. They do that. You do realize that.
And as for Brazil, I don't know, but all I know is that there's a lot of Brazilian women willing to do anything to leave Brazil. So if you want the link, it should be in the chat. I mean, I think it's in the chat. I don't know.
There's things that people, you don't know. You the one that started the chat. I'm really getting tired of people getting on these networks and not knowing how to. What's up with that? I'm not going to bring up Chicago really. What's up with y'all not knowing how to stream? Like, you don't know. What, is somebody running this in the background? Shout out to Gregory Scott Edward. Many of these women expose what their thoughts are sooner or later, rather black Arabic. Absolutely. I give people the benefit of the doubt till you show me something. I don't know if she is, Gail. I won't put that out there. But I've been told she's married. And shout out for the $20. You get a this is what it is. This is what we do.
Do this to me. Get out. I'm gonna marry this white hussy because you are too virtuous and strong and might make me a better man.
Y'all want to talk about Snowfall. I miss Boondocks. She said, "Ooh, I love it. I love it. These women are telling the truth, and you black men are triggered." I'm not triggered. What truth is she telling? The truth that most black men are going to Asia? That's not true. She said what she said with Brazil. I love it. Every time there's some negativity, you're gonna have some chick that go back to the realm of the bitter black chicks.
Negativity can be like an addiction.
That dude actually has a really good channel, by the way. I'm sure he is. Simps are never far behind.
But aside from that, you know what? I don't even want to give the link anymore because last time I gave the link, everybody is scared to speak. So I don't want to have that.
Oh, that ain't done. No, that ain't what it's gonna be. See, that's because y'all used to folks coming up there because you something to look at. That's why I don't like. Nah, niggas over here don't care about that.
again. Last night they were asking for the link and nothing ever happened. You guys got scared. What happened? I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna tap in the chat and say, oh, this
but you had the subscription. It was subscribers only
stuff, and oh, I'm against Ameera, and oh yeah, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Oh, she's so stupid. Somebody called me a bozo. What is a bozo? I don't even know what that is.
It's a nice way of saying dumbass. It's a nice way of saying you ain't saying shit and you don't know what you're talking about. And you really don't. Like, I'm not sitting here just, oh, I don't like what you're saying. What you're saying is not accurate. It's not. Like, first of all, like you say you don't know Brazil, but you speaking on it. Like, you speaking on stuff that you haven't even done basic Google research on. Why don't you watch the Frustrated documentary? Like, there's people you can ask. This is some bimbo stuff. It is. Like, and I love they're only telling the truth. They're only telling the truth because she likes it. It's never the truth. It's never the truth when they don't like it. You know, I love how that works. But anyway, shout out to Alan Stranger to $5. Thurgood Marshall's wife was Filipina. People love to run their mouths about black men, but no, nothing. Absolutely, Reginald Lewis's wife was Filipina. What we cursing about? Oh, this is a good one. Like I said, man, I got other stuff. Like, I do have other stuff to be doing, man. I want to finish this. I want to get this Adoka out.
But nonetheless, they called me these names in the chat. But I said, there's the link. No one showed up. Everybody said, no, I don't want to be the first one to go.
Let's skip up to it. That's because all them dudes are looking at you because you something to look at. That's all that is. Y'all like that's a commentary on who the Lapeefs audience is. I promise you go to Bernard. Trust me, people will talk. I'm skipping Marty show. Okay, is this Marty? No, this ain't Marty. Oh, shout out to Trey. So what happened? Okay, Trey came back. Shout out to Trey. Hold on, how far is this going? Because I'm not about to comment on all of it. No, F that.
Nothing I can do about it.
All right, man. Y'all, look, I did this because I didn't think she'd have enough courage to actually drop the link. That's why I did this. But she dropped the link. And like I said, I wasn't disrespectful, but the truth is going to be told. So anyway, I'm not going to make y'all watch me any longer. Y'all check them out. I'm already going to do a replay video on what happened. And I'm going to check out and see what's going on. But like I said, I got other stuff to do. And y'all definitely, like I said, man, Marty's out here fighting for y'all. So y'all need to make sure y'all subscribe to him because Marty can get a lot of these dudes cooked. So anyway, I'm going to end the video. I appreciate all y'all that came through, especially at 0 hour. Much appreciated to all y'all that did that. If y'all got any video ideas, make sure y'all email me. As far, especially y'all that donated. And yeah. Be looking out for my uploads tomorrow. I have 1, maybe 2 coming out tomorrow. And I'm going to have some throughout this week. Appreciate it if y'all can like the video. As soon as y'all see my upload, just like the video and share them. These videos are share friendly. I make sure they are, like these uploads. So yeah. Anyway, y'all, it's been great. No, I didn't. Yeah, no. Marty came back. So y'all gonna check. Y'all check it out. Y'all check the replay. Yeah, absolutely. We always do streams. But anyway, if y'all are new here, make sure y'all subscribe. Much appreciated. But we keep it real. Next couple of videos coming out is the Ime Udoka press conference. I got some stuff with the press conference as well as Stephen A. Smith running his mouth. Then you got the video with Steve Harvey and the goofy stuff he said. Then I got some more videos. They'll probably be coming out maybe later on next week. Talking about, more simps. I got a video with Boyce Watkins and Umar. So y'all know that stepdaddy crap is not something that just one person is saying, as well as like a dude on TikTok wilding out. Then I got a couple of stuff coming out. So anyway, peace out.